Welcome back, part 2 of
Superchamps!
That's right, and it's time for a final loo, a final last one out. We're starting with 4 quads, racing for 3 Argos, racing for 2 jet ski X2s, pulling my favourites, the aqua sausages.
Aha, and remember, the last one to the changeover point is the one to drop out.
Off they go. It's a fast start for Northern Ireland's Warren Craig, but also on the inside there, England's Dale Gayson. In the blue, it's Scotland's Alan Reid, and in the red, Wales's David Roberts as they come down to the bottom bend for the first time. Peter.
Well, the sun is shining here at Hever Castle, but there's still plenty of mud on the course, and they put straw on the bends there to help them keep a grip, and it's England and Scotland contesting the lead. England with Dale Gayson, Scotland's Alan Reid, and Dale has forged his way into the lead.
Around the top turn they come. England's Dale holding on, but only just from Scotland's Alan Reid. It looks as though he could make his move at any moment, and I wouldn't write off Wales's David Roberts. He's definitely in with a chance. But the back marker of all the work to do is Northern Ireland's Warren Craig. Down the main straight, they thunder. David there, finding a pond, I think. Around the bottom turn.
These quads, remember, 4-wheel, all-terrain vehicles. They have 4 gears, an automatic clutch, and they're really rather safer than the old-fashioned 3-wheeler versions. And this is a 3-cornered fight at the moment. England, Wales and Scotland, with Northern Ireland still lagging back in 4th place.
Interesting to learn that David lives on a farm in Wales and his father actually owns a quad, so that's perhaps why he's showing such expertise and a marvellous piece of overtaking there. So Wales are now leading as David hits the changeover point.
Very skillful driving indeed from David Roberts as he hands over to Emma Stonelake. She'll be the passenger for Nicholas Evans in the Welsh Argo, and away they go. Pursued by Scotland and England, which means that Northern Ireland are the ones to drop out.
So Wales have got a good lead there, and look at Nicky, what a swerve. But he's taken that corner very well, into the ripples he goes, getting plenty of verbal encouragement from his passenger Emma Stonelake. And splash! Oh, Emma caught that, look. That was the Scottish Argo driven by Louise McAllister. And look at little Heather go on the inside, Peter.
Tremendous driving there. I don't think Emma was too pleased about the splash just now, and she won't be too pleased here either at the success of the English Argo in forcing their way through. Heather seems to have found the shallow section.
There's the Welsh Argo. Motormouth Emma getting on Nicholas's case, behind them the Scottish Argo. What a marvellous piece of driving by the English team. Heather Newhouse and her passenger, John Barfoot.
And Heather coming out of the ripples in 1st place and seems now to be establishing an unassailable lead, at least as far as the changeover point is concerned. Wales coming out in 2nd place, and Scotland could well be now the ones to drop out at this stage.
Well, I'm not so sure. Look at the Scottish go on the inside there, and Nicky Evans turned his Argo right round, and that's knocked him into 3rd place. These are our leaders, though. They're headed towards the changeover point, and as you can see, the battle's on in 2nd position.
Just shows how dramatically things can change, and where are the Welsh going? Right off the course, the marshals in very quickly, and they picked up bunting and a bail, but somehow they managed to steer themselves back into the race and back into the water.
Well, this is what Scotland wanted, and Emma looked so disappointed, understandably as well, because they were doing so well at the beginning of this Argo leg. But now, back at the front, there's Heather Newhouse. Out of the ripples she comes. Behind her, Louise McAllister, who really has driven a fine race for Scotland. They're both now heading towards the changeover point.
And the way this one is changing around, you can't predict anything, but it certainly looks as if England will be arriving there first, Scotland 2nd, and that Wales will be the ones to drop out. Just look at the agitation and excitement in the Scottish Argo and the disillusion on the faces of the 2 in the Welsh Argo as they arrive at the changeover point. Oh, and you can see why they had the safety bells there now.
There goes Gavin McLeod. He's going to be driving the jet ski X2 for Scotland. Doing the honours for England is going to be Maria Willoughby. Promises quite a race.
Scotland are away first. Gavin McLeod's passengers, Gordon Simpson and Katie McAllister. Away go England too. In with Maria are Daniel Blackman and Carl Stannard. And the ones to drop out for this final, what looks to be exciting leg, are Wales.
So there's not much of a gap. Gavin McLeod, can he hang on for Scotland? They need the points.
Well, the passengers are certainly hanging on. They'll be leading over on the bends to help keep the Aqua Sausage on course.
That's the picture from our safety boat, constantly tracking our competitors. There you can see the gap between Scotland and England. Maria Willoughby is starting to make her move, though, Peter.
It's a rousing finish indeed, and this very exciting last one out. Now, can Gavin hold on? I think Maria's left it just too late. There's the checkered flag. The winner is Gavin McLeod. Maria Willoughby for England in second place. You could say he won by a short sausage, I suppose. But it's maximum points for Scotland and their delighted trio.
What an absolutely mega last one out, and what a fine performance by the Scottish team. A special well done to Gavin for staying on that jet ski, and Gordon and Katie for staying on the Aqua Sausage. That's given Scotland 4 points. England take